Hi, and welcome to Sea Griller Stacker's channel and history through coins. Today we're going to talk about some mail I received from my good friend Steve Palladino at Coin Stuff I Like. Now, for those of you not familiar with Mr. Palladino, he lives in a city near Reno, Nevada. And I don't want to say, he's a little bit behind the times, but I was surprised to find my mail delivered by this the other day. So let's see what Mr. Palladino sent me in the mail. But first, let's go to the board for a brief history lesson. If you're not familiar with the Carson City Mint, I don't blame you. It only lasted from 1870 to 1893. And only really was opened because it was a cheaper, safer way to handle the excess silver coming out of the Comstock lode rather than ship it to the San Francisco Mint in California. When the Carson City Mint first opened, it was serviced by what is now known as Coin Press Number 1, as you see pictured here. And Coin Press number 1 has quite a bit of history to it. Like I said, it was the first coin press used by the Carson City Mint. Unfortunately, it only lasted about 7 years before it broke. Fortunately, a local merchant in Carson City was able to fix it, and it serviced the mint until it closed in 1893. Then it was tossed around to the Philadelphia Mint for a while, and then eventually ended up at the San Francisco Mint in the late 40s, early 50s. While in San Francisco, it was retrofitted and renamed Coin Press Number 5. Okay, the first coin Steve sent me is a 1951 S Lincoln Wheat Cent. Now, I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth, but 1951 S Lincoln Cent in circulating condition isn't what we would call special. So I'm wondering, why did Steve send me this coin? Well, let's take a little bit closer look, and I think you'll find out why. Okay, so like I said, it's 1951. Let's just focus in a little closer. And if you notice, there seems to be some problem with the date here. The 1 and the 9 and the 5 are clear, but the 1 is almost gone or not existent. Of course, the San Francisco Mint mark right there, that makes it special by itself. But the 1 is definitely got a problem. And of course, that's not the quality coin that a San Francisco minted coin has a reputation for. What probably happened was there was some grease or oil on the die when it was struck, making the 1 not as sharp as the rest of the date. But again, not really indicative of a San Francisco minted coin. Then it dawned on me, hang on here, 1951. What was present at the San Francisco Mint in 1951? That's right, Coin Press Number 1. This coin was probably minted by Coin Press Number 1. No wonder there was an error. By 1958, San Francisco Mint was going to scrap it as it was no longer useful. However, it did end up selling it back to what is now known as the Carson City Mint Museum, or as you see here, the Nevada State Museum. And these are pictures from when Steve and I went on a Saturday when we were visiting. and we went to take a look at the museum and also get a Carson City medallion made, which happens on Saturdays on Coin Press #1. Here's a short video of my medallion being minted on said Coin Press #1.
By the way, there are only 4 of these machines left in the world. This is the only one that operates.
Here is the medallion souvenir that I got that day. It was on that day the museum was commemorating the USS Nevada. And these medals have of course, a metal turn instead of a coin turn, and are minted on $50 planchets of 3/9 fine silver, and have a decam proof finish. Okay, back to the board for a minute. So a couple months ago in August, Steve emailed me and said he was going to the museum the next weekend to attend the final minting of the 1870 Liberty Seated commemorative medallion that the Mint produced to celebrate the 150th anniversary of the opening of the Mint. And he wanted to know if I wanted him to pick up a medal for myself, and I said yes. Now I know what you're thinking. This is August of 2025. 150 years from 1870 would have been 2020. Like I said, Nevada moves a little bit slow, so it took them 5 years to get to the final minting of this medallion before the die was retired. Turns out that 3,000 of these medallions were minted over the years, and Steve sent me number 2947 of the 3,000. So let's go ahead and take a look at the medallion Steve sent me celebrating the 150th year of the opening of the Carson City Mint. Here's what the Mint looked like circa 1875, 5 years after opening. And of course on this card contains the, wait a minute. Great, Steve. You sent me a card with no coin and or medallion in it. Just kidding. Steve actually sent the medallion in to get it graded and slabbed and attributed to the Carson City Museum and Coin Press #1. And as you can see, it's a beautiful coin, the obverse being the gold brick seated Liberty, and the reverse being the original reverse of the coin back in 1870. This medallion, of course, fittingly represents the first coin ever minted on the Coin Press #1, and coming from the press directly into Steve's hands, you'd expect this to grade out at a proof 70. Worse, proof 69 if Steve mishandled it. Wait a second, proof 68? Coin Press #1 comes back to bite me again. First the 1951 Lincoln cent, and now my medallion. Thanks again to Steve from Coin Stuff I Like. I really appreciate my coins. And thank you all for watching. I truly appreciate it. And yes, don't forget, coin collecting can be fun. But if you're not careful, you might learn something. Hopefully you were entertained today and ended up learning a little bit as a result.